Hey everybody, it's Mr. Carr again. Today we're going to be talking about 7.3. This is when we're going to introduce our logarithms and logarithmic functions. So the answer to a logarithm is the exponent to the base. It's kind of weird to see it. We'll you kind of see a little bit when we go through. But the idea is that the log base of some kind of argument is equal to the exponent. The inverse is if I take a base to an exponent, that is my argument. So that's weird to say it that way, but here's what it looks like. All right. If b and x are positive numbers and b is not equal to 1, the logarithm of x with base b is this right here. We read that as log base b of x. Okay. So I'll read that as log base b of x. What this is referring to is it's defined by the exponent y that makes the equation b to the y is equal to x. Okay, so again, log base b, there's my base number. So if I were to say, go one step further, that's this one right here. Log base b of x is equal to y. That's only true if the base b is raised to the y value, and that comes out to the x value here. Okay, so that's how these are equivalent to each other. So if I say if log base 3 of 27 equals y. So what we're saying here is, you can kind of see the answer, 3 raised to the y power has to come out to 27. So if I think about that, well, that's got to be 3. Okay, y to the third power is going to give me, or sorry, 3 to the third power gives me 27. Okay, so that's what they're saying here. So if I were to evaluate log base 3 of 27, that comes out as 3, because we're kind of saying 3 to what power gives me 27. So that's what we're going to work with the logarithms. Okay, so right now, let's just work on transforming them into exponential form. So log base 3 of 9 equals 2. To rewrite that in exponential form, we're saying that 3 is my base number. So 3, here's my exponent. So that'd be 3 squared equals 9. That works. What is log base 2 of 8 equal to 3 written in exponential form again? So again, base 2, 3 is my exponent, so that'll be 2 to the third equals 8. All right. And then log base 10 of 1 over 100 equals negative 2. Once again, this is my exponent. This is my base. So I'm saying 10 to the negative 2 should equal 1 over 100. So double check that if you want, but that is what this is here. That's the same as 1 over 10 squared, which is the same as 1 over 100. Okay, that's our basics of our logarithms. What do they represent, and what do they represent, and what do they mean in terms of their exponent forms? So we're going to use that a little bit more here, exponential to logarithmic. So we're going to start with the exponent. There's my argument, and we want to write that into logarithms. Again, this is my base. This is my exponent. So I can say log base 5 of 125, that's the argument, that's what goes there, is equal to the exponent of 3. Okay? This one's a little bit trickier, but it's still the same idea. Okay? Again, base, exponent. So we're saying here, I'm sorry, so base and exponent, so we can say log base 27 of 3, because that's where the argument goes, is going to equal to 1/3. Okay, so that's the idea of turning into logarithms here. So now we can try evaluating these. Okay, so the evaluating step is similar to you've seen with a transformation going back and forth between the two types. This is not that bad as long as we understand our some of our common exponent bases. Because remember what this is referring to. If I want to evaluate this, I want to say 3 raised to some power is equal to 243. Well, if I don't have that off the top of my head, I can just start doing my calculator. It was like 3 times 1, sorry, 3, then 3 times 3, 3 times 3, and I keep going for that one. If I remember correctly, yep. So since 3 to the 5th is 243, then my answer for this one is 5. So log base 3 of 243 equals 5. Okay. Same thing with this one. Log base 10 of 1,000. So if I'm evaluating that one, I'm saying 10 raised to some power is going to give me 1,000. Well, 10s are not bad. That is 10 to the third power gives me 1,000. So that means log base 10 of 1,000 equals 3, because a 10 to the third equals 1,000. Okay. And that's it. That's what we're talking about for our basics of logarithms. For the rest of this unit, we're going to spend a lot of time with our logarithms and how to do different things and properties with them. Okay. But for now, that's just our basics. So that's it for today for 7-3. Okay. Take care, everybody.